Surviving the wacky and dangerous wild is one of the must-do tasks for animals out there. Luckily, animals have clearly developed many tricks and tactics to increase their survival rate through evolution. And animal camouflage, the ability to hide by mimicking the surroundings, is one of them. Welcome to Give a Fact, and you're watching top animals that can hide very well. If you like this kind of video, be sure to subscribe for more great content, or tell us what you want to learn more about in the comment section below. Now let's get straight to the video, shall we? 1. Orchid mantis. The orchid mantises are stunning insects because they look like an orchid with petal-like legs and a yellow or whitish paint color. Discovered more than 100 years ago, they were thought to have evolved their color and appearance to confuse prey like moths, butterflies, beetles, or even frogs and scorpions. This type of evolution is called cryptic mimicry or cryptic coloration, usually used for defensive or aggressive purposes. There is another insect on this list that possesses this type of evolution as well. Can you guess which one? In 2016, scientists found out that these mantises don't use camouflage to blend into their environment at all because they mimic an entire flower. In fact, their prey was attracted to them more than the flowers because their color evolved to imitate several species of flowers, not just orchids. From the prey's perspective, the orchid mantis's color is similar to delicious nectar from a distance, while their petal-shaped legs can even confirm what they are approaching is a real flower. Because insects don't have developed brains like ours, the prey would get trapped and eaten by the orchid mantises. What's even cooler is that this only applies to the female orchid mantises, which are actually larger and more flower-like than the males. Unlike the females, the male orchid mantises can camouflage to avoid being eaten, thus increasing their chances of mating. This is one of the first times that a female adaptation in a species has been for predatory purposes, not reproductive ones. Plus, the orchid mantis is the first animal known to mimic an entire flower, like the color and the petals, not just part of it, to attract insects of its own accord. 2. Leaf-tailed gecko. The leaf-tailed gecko has a distinguishing long body that can grow 4 to 12 inches in size with a leaf-like tail. They are natural in colors with a round skin texture, which allows them to easily camouflage within their habitats. When they lay on the surface, they can flatten their body to keep the illusion that they are merely a leaf in nature. Being nocturnal, carnivorous reptiles, the leaf-tailed gecko is normally found camouflaged basking in the sun or resting on the leaves and branches of trees during the day. However, they are always prepared for sudden danger. If they are disturbed by anything in their surroundings, which they especially hate, they will let out a loud distress call that sounds similar to a child screaming and start to be aggressive towards the disturbance by opening their bright red mouth widely. 3. Gray treefrog. From the brown bark of trees to the green leaves on shrubs, the gray treefrog has a chameleon-like ability to change its color depending on its surroundings and temperature. Though their color palette isn't nearly as diverse or fast-acting as a chameleon's, this little frog is known for its green, gray, and brown coloring. They have white patches under each of their eyes and a bright yellow-orange color under their thighs. Like most tree frogs, they too have large suction cup-like toe pads. These tiny creatures have been spotted on walls of buildings, basking in the insect-inviting light. But even though they are out of their element, their ability to mask themselves against brown and gray brick and cement tones makes spotting them tricky. Living up to their name, they can be found at the top of even the tallest trees. Their excellent camouflage skills and love of hanging out in trees mean that their populations are at risk when it comes to deforestation. Tree frogs depend on forests. Habitat loss and degradation due to clear-cutting, roads, agriculture, and urbanization are serious threats to these frogs. 4. Pygmy seahorse. Pygmy seahorses are true camouflage masters because they were so well camouflaged in the Gorgonian corals that we only knew of their existence accidentally in 1969 by marine biologist George Borgebant. They are tiny, only 1.4 to 2.7 centimeters in size, with rounded tubercles on its body, that matches the colors and the shape of their host Gorgonian coral. Since their first discovery, we have found 8 named species of pygmy seahorse. Don't be fooled by their cuteness or by the timid, shy look in their eyes, because pygmy seahorses are vicious stealth predators. They prey on copepods, which are a small group of crustaceans found in nearly every freshwater and saltwater habitat. While copepods are extremely hard to catch, pygmy seahorses can jettison themselves out of danger at a speed of 500 body lengths per second, approaching the prey within a millimeter before striking and giving them no time to escape. Wondering how fast 500 body lengths is? For comparison, a cheetah runs 30 body lengths per second at full pelt. 5. Leaf mimic katydids. The leaf mimic katydid take camouflage to a whole new level. Their bodies and wings are perfect replicas of leaves, not just new green leaves. These critters have perfected the art of the speckled, decaying, and chewed leaf. Some of them even have fake holes in their wings by making the parts of the wings translucent. That said, you will never find 2 katydids with the exact same bite-on-the-edge look. Sometimes you may find them so dramatically different that you would mistakenly place them in a different species. Specifically, nearly 22% of all species of leaf mimic katydids were mistakenly identified and given different names. Although now we know that they are just faking a leaf in very different ways, why would a species exhibit so much diversity? It's because they have to come up with innovative ways to be able to survive their smart prey, monkeys. Monkeys are primates. With their intelligence, they would systematically comb through vegetation looking for tasty katydids. If all leaf mimic katydids looked almost identical to each other, these smart monkeys would quickly find out and learn to distinguish fake leaves. Therefore, leaf mimic katydids must fake uniquely to make this task more complex to increase their survival rate. 6. Goldenrod crab spider. If you were an insect that finds food in flowers, you better look twice before landing on one, because a goldenrod crab spider could be hiding in it. Goldenrod crab spiders are special. They have good vision and can change colors from white to yellow depending on the color of the flowers they inhabit. Although they are spiders, they don't use webs to catch prey. Instead, they would hide in flowers and wait for the insects to come near looking for nectar. When it's time, they will attack the prey by injecting venom into it and holding it while drinking its juices. 7. Chameleons. The outer layer of chameleon skins is transparent, and beneath that are layers and layers of colored pigment cells which give them color. When they need to change color, their brain will send signals to adjust the sizes of these cells. The bigger the pigment cells, the more color of that cells is displayed. The cell's colors will also be mixed to create complex colors. For instance, red and blue pigment may mix to make the chameleon look purple. Unlike the popular myth that chameleons only change their skin when they are threatened, they actually change their skin color quite regularly during not-so-dangerous situations. They live mostly in the rainforests and deserts of Africa, and their skin helps them blend in well with their habitats. For example, those that live in trees would tend to be green, while the ones who live in deserts are most often brown. They also change color to regulate their body temperature, like cooling down or warming up. For example, when they feel cold, they will turn darker because dark colors absorb more heat. Chameleons also use this to communicate with each other, using bright colors to attract potential mates or warn enemies. And that is a wrap. What did you learn from this video? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope that our educational videos will help spread the knowledge so everyone can protect our world and biodiversity together. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you find our videos useful and want us to make more videos. Until next time, give a fact.